Hello, hail and welcome. We are gathered here today in joy, but also in regret. Regretfully, the stream that was supposed to happen, a co-op Baldur's Gate 3 stream with our very good friend Salaminator, could not take place due to technical difficulties. So sad. So, to make up for it, instead, here is more Rogue Trader. Last time, we encountered some Eldari and their enslaved humans who were behind the rebellion on the planet Janus because they wanted to reclaim it as an Eldari maiden world. However, with the help of the Eldari outcast Urtiel, we defeated them, but along the way we learned that the official planetary governor, Governor Vyat, is probably corrupted by Slanesh. So when we last left off, we were back on the ship, about to go confront Governor Vyat and probably execute and replace her. Filthy space elves. You know what they say, around elves, watch yourselves. Also, Catatonic, I know we talked about this a couple of months ago. I am happy to report that this whole month, basically, I have been getting back to the gym. Not always as often as I'd like. There's been a few breaks, both for recovery and also just because I haven't had the energy. But I have done like 7 or 8 workouts so far in April, so I'm very happy to report that. That was too late. You think the update went and disabled your microphone driver so it could not be detected? So you just need to re-enable your microphone driver and everything will be fine, Salaminator? That's great! I mean, if nothing else, that means next time we know what to do and we can just go right on ahead. No worries. Feeling good? Feeling good, but also sore. I trained arms yesterday, and I trained legs Saturday. Now, for some reason, whenever I train legs, my quads get sore. My glutes get sore. My hamstrings get sore. It's all standard DOMs, it's all fine. But my calves, that I only do one single exercise for, I do 3 sets of calf raises on a seated leg press machine, because we don't have any calf machines in my gym. They are absolutely destroyed for like 4 days after. I still, when I woke up this morning, I had trouble walking, because my calves just felt like they were 3 inches too short. And that's just after every leg day. It's not any of the big muscles, it's always the calves. You can still walk, was it really leg day? I mean, I did get more sore in all the other muscles than I usually do because I've been switching up my routine after starting up again. But yeah, it's all about the calves, as far as I can tell. Which is fine. I don't mind hitting my calves hard. I just hope it's... The thing is, in theory, I'm doing 4 days training and then 1 day off. But in practice, if I reach a day where I'm supposed to train and the muscles I'm supposed to train aren't fully recovered, then I take another rest day. More of a joke. Point is everyone... Yeah, I got it. I got it. So in practice, I'm probably working out on average 2 to 3 days a week, gradually working up to getting into that routine when my recovery gets better because my body gets used to it, getting into the routine of 4 on, 1 off. Moonism, welcome, good to see you, how you doing? That was it. Didn't just deselect or delete the device, it went and deactivated it. But just the mic, not the headphone. Wow. That is some stupid bullshit, Salaminator. That is really some stupid bullshit. I'm glad you were able to solve it. I'm glad it wasn't like a fried out jack or something that you had to replace. All in all, I guess it wasn't too bad. Good to see you. How's it going? It is going well, Moonixum. We were just talking about the gym, talking about me getting back to the gym this month, switching up my routine, and really getting some good results. Really feeling the burn. Anyway, let's push the button, get the game started on the loading. Don't find it why they would do that with an update. I mean, the update didn't do that for me, Salaminator, so probably it's some kind of unexpected interaction between something. Speaking of gym, heading off there yourself very soon. Popped in to say hello, stick around, so you have to head out. Wanted to mention a game called Kenshi. I have played a little bit of Kenshi. I am not very good at it. I have a hard time with games that are kind of sandboxy, where it's just like, here's a world, do whatever you want. I kind of need a goal. It's the same reason I could never stick with something like Minecraft. Because it's like, okay, I'm in Minecraft, what do I do? So Kenshi is really good, but it's... I might pick it up again and give it a couple more attempts, but I really just don't think it's really for me. Because I'm not that much of a self-starter. Also, thank you for popping in to say hello before gym, and I hope you have a very good workout. What are you working on today? So glad I'm so effing awesome with my training. Oh, thank you, Salaminator. You know, that really means a lot. I really appreciate your support. Going to the gym was mostly a mental thing for you. Honestly, you should go back to get more stamina. Yeah. Going to the gym is hard. Actually getting out the door and getting there is hard, but it is very beneficial for just about anyone. Story in it, you do have to search for it. You don't naturally bump into people. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not completely ruling it out. I'm not saying I will never play Kenshi again, but I played it for a few hours and it just didn't really hook me. Stop doing splits, you just do full body, 3-4 days a week. Whoa, really? How are you able to recover from that? Seems wild. Good on you, man. Governor Viat's estate, rebel base. So, go to Governor Viat's estate. We definitely have to bring Elliot. Working on 6-7 days now. Body's just used to it. Diet is pretty dialed in. Still, I am impressed that that you're able to consistently recover from that. All right. I think I want Heinrichs for this. The Inquisitor. The thing is, I also really want Argenta. Who do I take out for Argenta? I think I have to take out Cassia, unfortunately. I do really like Cassius. He's very good at dealing with chaff, but I really want Argenta. So this is going to be my team now. I really hope my biceps are really sore from yesterday. I really hope they're fully recovered by tomorrow, because I'm supposed to be doing back/pulls, and I'm not doing that if my biceps aren't up to snuff. And regardless of what I do tomorrow, Thursday, I'm probably not going to the gym, just because I'm hosting a function for a few nerd friends. And I can't do too much in a day, I burn out, so I probably have to save myself for that. So if I don't get to work out tomorrow, I won't get to work out from yesterday until Friday. And I would like for that not to be the case. So honestly, even if my biceps are shot tomorrow, I might still go and I might just do like 40 minutes of cardio. Just like put an episode of Supernatural on my phone and watch that on the elliptical or something. Just so I'm doing something. Alright, formation. That could work if we do this. And this. That works. And then before we go into the fray, we have some leveling up to do. Heinrichs. As a vanguard. Be 55. That'll be 45. That would be 50. That would be 60. Let's do weapon skill. As for talent, hey, the Luminoth! On the talk about the gym, have you been losing weight? Face looks like it's been getting thinner. Oh, really? I actually gained around a pound and a half between last Monday and yesterday. I don't weigh myself too often because I don't want to obsess about it, but I weigh myself weekly. And I actually posted to the fitness channel on my Discord. By the way, Luminoth, are you in my Discord? If not, you would certainly be welcome there. But overall, I have been losing weight. I am down about 35 pounds since I started losing weight April of last year. So about 35 to 40 pounds in a year. I've gained a little bit of it back, so 35 pounds. Also, how you doing, Luminoth? By the way, Lumi, not to pester you, but I'm just really curious. Did you figure out about the epilepsy issue with Left 4 Dead 2? Hatred. You should be fine. Awesome. So that means you, Freedom's Choice. I mean, I guess this is the first announcement. I'll announce it in the Discord after the stream. So on the 24-hour stream, at midnight my time, I will be joined by Captain Mitten, Freedom's Choice, and the Luminoth. 3 of my absolute favorite people on Twitch, and 3 of my favorite people just in general, for a bit of Left 4 Dead 2. And I am looking forward to that. I have a lot of nostalgia for Left 4 Dead 2. I used to play it a lot back in the good old days. Oh, that's crazy. Every time. I might get that. Can't get Psycho Terminus because I'm not high enough level. Sacred Rituals. Ooh, Sacred Rituals pretty good. Subtle Manipulation. You know what? I think I want to get Psalm of Heroes. Increase his psi rating every time I do heroic acts. Left 4 Dead 2 is great. Yeah, it is. Love that genre of game. Best played with friends. Yes. Starting Vermintide with some friends. Ooh, you're going to have a lot of fun with that. I haven't played Vermintide, but I've played a lot of Vermintide 2. Which is basically an updated version of the same game. It's very good. Vermintide 2, Left 4 Dead 2, and Darktide. Those 3, that genre, those are 3 of my all-time favorite games. And yes, as you say, to be played with friends. Generally, I don't like playing with randoms, and that includes those games. I would rather play alone with bots than with randoms most of the time. We are just going to keep elevating her ballistic skill to grotesque levels, and then whenever prey is killed... Nah. Isn't that one that makes her more like... Yeah, Pounce. +7 critical hit chance against prey. Gonna be great. Playing it for ages. Randoms, looking forward to playing with friends on voice comms too. Yes! That, in my opinion, is definitely how it should be played. Let's talk to Attilius Quint again. Doesn't have anything new to say.
It's about time.
Gonna go talk to the tech priest Zentum or whatever he was called. No, he's gone. Ooh, interesting. So again, a reminder. We believe that the governor of this planet has been sacrificing people to Slaanesh to protect herself from the rebellion, and we are here to bring her to justice. And I don't think she will come peacefully.
I won't tolerate weakness.
The door guard bows obsequiously. Lady von Valancius, we are most delighted to welcome you as our guest. Would your ladyship prefer to speak to the governor alone or with your entourage? My entourage will accompany me. Greetings, your ladyship. How may I be of assistance? I found the rebels' nest, Vistenza. Have you really, your ladyship? And what have you learned? Everything, Vistenza. I know everything. And now you have one chance to beg for mercy. Your ladyship, but I have no idea what you're talking about. You have woven your web of deceit in vain. You can no longer hide behind the veil of ignorance. Teophania has seen the evidence of your deeds, heard the cries of the tormented Lilithan, walked amidst the decay that you brought to the maiden world. Enough of your lies, chaos wretch! Iliad, how dare you, you filthy vermin! I will have you flayed for that outburst. Your ladyship, what is going on? I've already heard enough, Vistenza, but if you wish me to repeat myself, we know that your loyalty lies with the ruinous powers. Vistenza clenches her teeth so hard you hear a crack. I, daughter of House Vyat, governor of Yanis and citizen of the Imperium, serve no one other than the Emperor and the House von Valancius dynasty. And what you are accusing me of is merely a tool at my disposal. A tool that I have the power and courage to use. Do you think ordinary methods would have been enough to tame this demented planet? No. My family struggled for decades to subdue Yanis, once and for all, and it was all in vain. Here's the thing. Chaos is just a tool at my disposal that I have the power and courage to use. Is exactly how my character sees it, but that doesn't mean she affords that freedom to others, because she is a hypocrite. But loyal servants of those families who have resided on Janus for centuries helped me to unlock a new source of power. Ancient knowledge secretly passed down from generation to generation, accessible to a select few, and which grants power over nature itself. How could I reject it? How could I undo all the work of my predecessors, who were entrusted with Janus, who faithfully served the von Valencia's dynasty, and who, with a madman's obsessiveness, hewed this rock into a stunning diamond? 2 days spent among the initiated was enough for me to start hearing the voices of angels in my ears, angels who gifted me the keys to conquering this world. And before you offend my ears with more accusations or moral admonitions, remember who has dutifully served your dynasty all these years. Remember who has devoted her life to turning Janus into the primary source of wealth in your protectorate. Remember to whom your predecessor entrusted one of her most valuable worlds, without fear of treachery or conspiracy. Without me, without my service, my sacrifice, Janus would be nothing. Pascal's voice emits a pensive hiss. Behold, proof of why knowledge must remain in the hands of the worthy. Many lay people are capable of possessing it, but a wise mind that is not bound by oaths of obedience to the Omnissiah is vulnerable to corruption and free thinking, even more vulnerable than the mind of an ignorant commoner. What more proof do you need, Elentak? The monkey has confessed to her handiwork. Theodora knew about your inclination? Did she know? She owned this planet for many decades. She probably did pick up on the local gentry's quirks. But did she ask me outright, as you are doing now? No. Your predecessor was much more interested in supplies and tithes, which I provided without fail. But you're not saving Janus or improving it, Vistenza. You are destroying this world with your own hands. Vistenza's eyes narrow. Forgive me for what I'm about to say, your ladyship, but you're lying. I am not blind. I can see how Janus is changing, how it is becoming tamer, more submissive to the will of humanity. I have a lot of good arguments here. I am going to try the Iconoclast. Actually, before we get any further into this, we do have an ad break starting in about a minute. So I think I'm going to run the ads earlier, go empty my bladder, and then we will continue. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back. are back. Ads will be over in just a minute, so let's just continue this conversation. The will of humanity, or the will of the ruinous powers? Vistenza, you are a strong ruler with exceptional aptitude and a talent for making people see things only as you wish. Have you never considered the possibility that someone could do the same to you? Oh, here's a surprise! Vistenza falls silent and then cries out suddenly, falling to her knees. You see a bloody stain seeping along her back. The companion behind Vistenza brandishes a curved blade. Traitor! The prince or your treachery! You can die along with the traitor, Vistenza! Oh? Burn the heretics! Murkrai, welcome! We are planning on doing exactly that.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
I think we're going to find a chaos cult in here that we have to fight. Also probably traps.
Follow my lead.
Pay attention.
There's the first trap. Looking good, losing weight, just better camera lighting. Well, the lighting's pretty good right now because it's daylight outside, but I am also losing weight and trying to get in shape, so probably a little bit of both. Thank you. Alright, what skill is it to undo this trap? Let me just get a little further. I can't tell. I'm going to assume it's demolition and send Argenta.
The light of terror shines for us.
It's demolition. Alright, she was the right person to send.
Nothing escapes my sight.
But that is Law Warp. So who would I have that has a decent warp law? I guess it's gotta be Heinrichs, right? With his 45, that's not great. 45, 30, 30, 40. Right, Cassia and Idira are my two experts in Law Warp, and I didn't bring any of them. Tiptoe around the trap until the last team members are screwed, and oh, that has happened to me so many times, both in this and other games. Enjoy your gym session, Catatonic. Have a good workout. Thanks for swinging by. Right, I guess we're gonna have Heinrichs do it. Leave it to the
I've yet to see someone remain so after an interrogation.
Inquisitorial Interrogator to do this. Okay, he has a 90% chance of succeeding.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
The
And then
Emperor sets my path.
Argenta can deal with this,
I
because she is an
better
expert in
myself through my
demolitions.
service.
Then we grab the goods. Ooh! Oh, it's just a bolt pistol. We already have one of those. Tox dispenser module. Oh, those are pretty valuable. Huh. Don't think I have anyone who wants to use a bolt pistol. Do I not already have a bolt pistol? Somewhere in this. That's a bolter. That's unfading valor. I thought I had a bolt pistol. Am I being blind? No, there it is. Mizoa pattern bolt pistol. 8 to 12 and 15. Okay, so I already have a bolt pistol that is just objectively better than this one, so this one can just go to cargo.
Victory awaits.
And save. And let's get in there. Pascal, can you fix this?
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
And here we go, a den of iniquity. Oh, is he mutated? Oh, they're mutated. Oh, here is the Slaanesh cult. In case you were wondering if I made the right decision. He's summoning a demon? Oh wait, were those demonette statues? Oh, those are cool. I want one of those for my ship.
None shall stand in my way.
Combat starts. Okay, I'm surprised the corrupted, intoxicated nobles don't join the fight. I have to consider that they might do that later on. Maid of Honor, Demonette. Oh, there is more than one Demonette. Another Secret Chamber Guard, another Secret Chamber Guard. Stumbled on a Tom Cruise stream. Why? Because of the sunglasses? How you doing, Fanalite? Welcome. Alright, want to put you here. Want to put you Demonette and that corrupted noble. So they both get to move before I do. In that case, I'll put Abelard here to block. Put Argenta up here to pop out and machine gun them. Iliad will be happy back here sniping. Heinrichs. Here. Pascal here. I hope they don't throw grenades at me. Do they have grenades? No, they don't, but they have Wicked Elixir. Fully restores wounds but decreases characteristics. Interesting. Okay, so I have to kill them in one turn, basically. And Teophania here. Yeah, I think that's it. Don't think Bear has the Xeno Tooth. What do you mean Xeno Tooth? Do you mean being a what's it called? Jehovah's Witness? Because no, I am very dedicated to being non-religious. Can do both of these. No. Okay, so that's the only guy I can see. So might as well just put everything into him. Even though there are people in the way, but Iliad is such a good shot, I think we'll be fine. Should have put her there though. Ah, whatever. Right, perfect spot. The wee vulnerability is on the wrong side. Opening. Let's see. 2 and 1. Yep, that's fine. Accurate shot. Then in my sights.
I understand your intent.
Although that's probably redundant. I will probably have him killed before. There's the grenade. And a second one.
Stay vigilant. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Alright, Argenta did not get to take her turn. She was stunned. Tom Cruise is a feature once you notice, kind of hard not to notice. Upper teeth are slightly crooked. He has a single tooth that's... Oh, I didn't know that! I never noticed that. Let's see, he'll die, so if we sworn enemy him, then maybe I can kill both with a sweep.
Victory is in. I took care of this one.
Beautiful. But he keeps the Xenu. Oh, right, it wasn't Jehovah's Witness, it was Scientology. Sorry, I got my crazy, kooky, nutcase, made-up religions mixed up.
It will be done. Indeed.
Accept it. Embrace it.
The skull was stunned. Is she just gonna keep summoning demonettes? And I'm gonna keep not getting to take turns because of the stun grenades? Because if so, that's gonna be a real issue. What does manifestation do? I need to check that out. Manifestation. What is that? Oh. What's that? Suffer horrors of the war. Got it. Okay. Abilities all on the wrong sides, of course. Okay, so what can I actually shoot? I can shoot him, I can shoot that, I can shoot that. I think we try and take the chamber guard down.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Okay. Don't need precise attack. Do need Death Whisper. Not gonna use Strike of Corner, so I'm going to shoot him.
If it serves your ancestors, guide me.
Then I'm going to Death Whisper him.
This tedium is beneath me.
Lovely. And then I am going to end my
I
sights.
am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Take aim.
My fame strengthens me.
Takes cover. Oh, Argenta gets to move. Perfect. Mark him as prey.
As the Emperor commands.
There we go. Here's Recital. Maybe I should have done that a little differently. Then we dash back down here into cover. Actually, run and gun.
God Emperor, move through.
Yeah, I completely screwed up this turn.
I'll do it.
But not by much.
Ooh! Hey, the first subscriber pizza from the Pizza Command. Enjoy your ham, gorgonzola, and ketchup pizza, fan of light. Then we make this prey. It'll die before she gets her turn, but that's okay because she still gets something even if prey dies out of her turn. You know what? I'm gonna pray this as well.
Emperor commands, I act.
Then I can't pray anymore. Then I use Wild Hunt.
I am his will made manifest. You, my Emperor! Can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Is pizza in America soft in texture? I wouldn't know. I've never been to America. That note I should probably eat. Only snacked on a couple of brownies this morning. I don't know how late it is for you, Mercry, but yeah, sounds like you should get something a little more filling in you. Now I can do Revel and Slaughter. And Abelard gets a turn.
I will do my duty.
Surprised how well people are taking your pizza. You liked it, but no one wanted to taste. I mean, I don't like Gorgonzola. That's my problem with it. But other than that, I mean, I don't think it's like offensively bad. Not gonna kill, is it? No. Alright. Endure. And taunt.
At your beck and call.
And whatever this is called. Stalwart defense.
Indeed.
Ow! Alright, Pascal gets to move. And I think Pascal is gonna go for the Maid of Honor. Oh, what is that? That is another Chamber God. Never mind, we're gonna go here. Now, can I shoot her from here? I can, but I have almost no chance to hit. Okay, perfect spot. Let's put a trap up here in case another demonette tries to come for me. Okay, so let's see. 38% chance, no chance, 94, 94. You know, I think I'm gonna do an overcharged. I think I'm gonna analyze this. I'm gonna do an overcharged here. And that leaves me with 1 for poison needle. Do some more damage. And that is turned. You just gonna keep summoning? She's just gonna keep summoning. Okay. Alright, Teophania moves up. Can I get rid of this demonette? I think I can. 35? That is rotten. 51. No chance. Oh, I love a good calzone. Or calzone. It's probably gonna miss, but I'm taking the chance. Dodged, okay. Abelard, serve me. Abelard, voice of command. Abelard, break their ranks, which gives him an opportunity attack. That missed, and then bring it down. And hopefully Abelard kills this bloody thing. Parry again?
At your beck and call.
Opportunity attack, just to get deeper into their lines. I'm sure I can deal with that demonette some other way. That is Teophania's turn done. Next, Heinrich's. What do I have on the staff? Emperor's Wrath. Okay. That is the oh my god, we're already at full veil degradation. Alright, we're not using any psychic powers. Right, Word of the Emperor. Here.
The Emperor is on our
Up here.
side.
And we try to... yeah, just a regular strike. It has almost no health left. Regular strike, kill. There we go. Then we charge him.
For the throne's glory.
I'm gonna go AFK. I desire eggs and sauteed mushrooms served on toast. I don't know if you've already gone, Murkrai, but that sounds fucking amazing. Enjoy. And then we don't use any psychic powers, so we just endure. Do a little psychic power. Did that actually reduce? It did. I am gonna pop Hammer of the Emperor and hope nothing happens. The blood freezes in your vein. Alright, if that's all, then that's not too bad. Yielding God. No. But I might Daring Breach. Get rid of this guy. I think I'm gonna do that. Daring Breach. Or I could Daring Breach all the way up there. Start working on her. No.
But of course, your reckoning is due.
Now I'm gonna go start working on her.
Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
This is not gonna kill her, but this is going to fuck her up some. Ooh! Heralds of the Warp actually worked out to my advantage. Alright, I'm just gonna leave him there. Yeah, he can take that, no worries. Now, Iliad, you're kind of in a position where there's nothing left for you to shoot at.
I approach the designated position.
Approach the designated position, alright. So what targets do you have? 95 on him, 100 on him, 95 on her. You know what? I think I'm gonna try and take out the Maid of Honor.
If it serves your
Oh, wait. Killing her dispelled all the demons? Oh, nice. Fucking nice. Alright. Well, get an opening on him. Put a Death Whisper on him. Perfect position, which I should have done as soon as I moved up there, and in my sights on him. There's another one here, right? Oh no, that was the guy that moved down. Oh, we're really down to only that one guy already? Alright. I don't hate it. Alright. Argenta, can you shoot this fool from here? No. Stuff in the way.
I'll do it.
Alright. Run and gun. To here.
Rejoice in battle.
And then I have just enough to fire a burst. Reload and fire another burst if I had to. Iliad lowers her weapon, but her shoulders remain tense. She finally catches her breath, shaking her hair out of her face in a fluid motion, and looks at you. You have done your duty, Elantak. From now on, the Liliathan has hope for the future, a future without Silent-Thresh and her followers. This world has yet to be cleansed, but there is a time for everything. Now is the time to thank you. Iliad bows her head slightly. I hope that's the last I'll hear about cultists on Yanis. You are hoping in vain. The seeds these spawn leave behind may sprout in 100 years, in other people and other deeds. I pray that I am wrong. I will most likely return to Yanis in the future. I must keep an eye on my worlds. Iliad nods pensively. Alright, let's see if they had any good stuff. Especially the Maid of Honor. I thought her knife would be something a little bit more interesting than just a basic knife. What do we have here? Sinister Diary. Requires follower heretical. Ooh, minus 10 penalty to willpower resistance tests. I don't think that is worth it, so I think I'm just gonna cargo that. Well, I guess I need to appoint a new governor for this planet. What do we have here? Standard bolter, I already have that. Improved flak vest. I think I already have one of those. Yeah, I do. I don't need another one. Got some drugs? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, it's only booze. It's not drugs. So I am wondering what happens. Let's have Abelard do it. We go down into this fog. No, I was expecting some kind of debuff.
Performance for the maintenance rights on your equipment, although some of your prayers are unfamiliar to me.
They are rites performed by the Imperial Knight pilots of my world. I must commend you on the delicacy with which you expressed your suspicion that I was deviating from dogma.
Whatever you wish.
Oh, good spot, Abelard. Tome of Excess. Gain extra lore warp, but the wielder suffers more damage from psychic and navigator powers. Again, no. That is just going to cargo. I guess we're done here? I feel like there's a lot more I should do here, specifically like administrative work. Maybe I talk to the servant on the way out? Maybe I have to fight my way out? I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of aftermath and cleanup to this. Oh, there's the servant. No, Attilius Quint. Hello. The secretary is shaking in terror, looking around at the devastation. Your ladyship, what happened? Where is Lady Viat? The secretary stares at Iliad in horror. His face twists, but he cannot seem to get out a single word. I am definitely spinning this. I am definitely spinning this because I remember Vistenza Viat being quite beloved by her followers, so I am going to leave her out of the conspiracy since it gives me the option to. So, Vistenza Viat has tragically perished at the hands of perfidious traitors to the Imperium who infiltrated her inner circle. She must be avenged. Hunt down and execute the conspirators. I mean, technically that's not a lie. She was killed by Slaanesh cultists, and the Slaanesh cultist had infiltrated her inner circle. I'm leaving some things out, but I'm not actually saying anything that is explicitly untrue. The governor? Killed by heretics? The secretary makes a protective sign over himself. God Emperor, protect us. We'll soon root out those responsible. The secretary begins to speak, but thinks better of it, instead choosing to step aside and bow his head as you pass. Kibdilos, welcome! How are you doing? 40k people do not believe in information being a good thing. No, absolutely not.
Tolerates weakness.
What is that saying? An open mind is like a fortress unguarded, its gates unbarred. And also, blessed is the mind too small for doubt. Heinrich waves your companions on ahead with an imperious gesture, and then rounds on you, his eyes revealing disapproval and even alarm. Oh no. Not from information. Oh, that is a decent pun, Kiptilos. That is at least a 7 out of 10 pun. Well done. Lord Captain, I need an explanation. What are you doing? No, that's not even the right question. Do you realize what you're doing? You cut off the heads of the Resistance and the planet's government, and now you plan to just leave? Did you not consider the possibility that this could lead to infrastructural collapse? Yes, I did. The game just didn't give me an option. Your new companion is a member of a dangerous breed of Xenos, notorious for their duplicity and cunning. It would be a mistake to place any trust in her facade of compliance and amenability. Perception test succeeded. You are suddenly struck by a strange realization. Despite his severe tone, Heinrich is not angry that you broke the law. His every word rings with concern for you. This isn't about the flouting of Imperial law. You're worried about me, aren't you? Heinrich takes a deep breath and immediately realizes it, hissing through his teeth. Possibly, yes. To be a rogue trader, to be empowered to transgress the limits of Imperial law and make decisions that would risk charges of heresy for anyone else, is to put yourself at risk. The interdicts of the God Emperor were created in part to protect humanity from thousands upon thousands of dangers. Heinrich takes a breath. I only hope that you don't forget the threats hanging over us all. I like that you're worried about me. His eyes and voice lose some of their chill. My presence in your retinue is not only for the purposes of surveillance. I genuinely do not wish to see you come to any harm. And I will do everything to... Catching himself, Heinrich clears his throat and takes a step back, breaking eye contact. His usual impassive expression returns. Thank you, Rogue Trader. I see no reason to detain you any longer. Oh, he's so cute! I think Heinrich van Kellogg's is very cute. And I definitely, if I can, am romancing him. But yes, I really would like to do some stuff here before I leave, to make sure I'm not just leaving a power vacuum. Where did Castiliax, or whatever his name was, go? Did he just leave? Attilicus, I think was his name. Ooh, I left loot behind. We have to go all the way back. We have to go all the way back.
Follow my lead.
Follow my lead. I completely missed this side area.
Look, over there.
Oh, trap. Let's just back off. See, what is this? That is a demolition trap.
Join me in prayer. Carry the Emperor's will as your torch. The Emperor favors me today.
The Emperor favors me today. Pascal, your expertise is needed.
Operation successful.
Ooh. Yeah, none of it's really very valuable. Okay, I mean, I'll still happily take it, of course, but ooh. Ophelius Delanor, Notes on the Nature of Aristocracy. To be an aristocrat is to exist in a higher state of being, without a doubt. Each of us is born to realize one supreme purpose, to lead humanity to perfection through our example. Perfection which the lesser beings have forgotten in the endless cycle of war and service. Only by attending to their physical, intellectual, and spiritual needs can an aristocrat fully devote themselves to that for which they were born. Creative passions, whether that be the fine arts, the written word, government, or other more refined spheres of worldly knowledge. An aristocrat's passion is, in itself, a virtue and the highest good. An aristocrat must satisfy these needs by any means open to them. Nothing stimulates a weary mind like fine amasec, a good flogging, or enjoyment of carnal pleasures with women, men, and animals. In the thrill of passion, an aristocrat is at liberty to torture or maim the object of their desire. If the clergy frown upon such an act, repent, atone for the apostasy with jewels, and forgive them for their closed minds, for only an aristocrat is given to understand that such acts are in service of a grand purpose. Should an aristocrat deliberately curtail their own desires in some way and fail to appreciate the gifts granted them as one of nature's highest beings, then in what way do they differ from the dust beneath one's feet, from the mindless beast, or from the crude, deceitful, useless rabble? Such a pretender is an agonizing stain on our noble society, and it behooves every true aristocrat to return our lost brother to the fold, or to stamp out his contemptible life as gladly as we might crush a vexatious bug beneath our boot. I think we can all agree that that is fucking heretical. That can go to cargo. I do not wish to stain my hands with that. Ooh, plus 10 strength. What are you doing wearing for hand stuff? You're not wearing any hand stuff. Yeah. Have plus 10 strength. Do some more damage, Mr. Von Kellox. What boots do you have? All right. Yeah, no. Keeping that. Let's see, agility. What about you? What are you wearing? So that's good. Yeah, that's better. We're keeping that. Not all that interesting. Well, I'm glad I came all the way back here. That said...
Time.
Let's just save. I do still, I do still want to talk to someone to do something about the state of this planet. I'm kind of annoyed that Antilochus went away. I'm gonna try and see if I can find him outside. He went back there. I guess we're just gonna go talk to him, since we don't really seem to have that many other options. Attilius Quint. No. So I guess maybe I make the decision from the bridge of my ship. Maybe if I go to my ship and then there I speak to, what's his name, Janris Danrock. Maybe that's how it goes. Oh, here we go. We now have control over the granaries of Janus. The promise of help given to the Liege of Footfall, Vladame Tokara, can now be fulfilled, should the rogue trader so desire. Well, we are definitely doing the Iconoclast. Send provisions to Footfall, giving its inhabitants new hope and asserting their right to rule over the station. Ooh, that gave us 5 profit factor as well, so he did pay us well for the supplies. The inhabitants of Footfall Station will praise the rogue trader who spared them the painful choice between starvation and succumbing to the reign of Incendia Corda. Yeah, but I think I just made an enemy out of the Corda dynasty. To welcome the new rogue trader, the Adeptus Mechanicus Planetary Office brought to the ship an offering of several versatile macro-combines, ancient machines whose carcasses had been found on Janus and carefully restored. The Sacred Steel Titans will serve the Von Valancius dynasty. Ooh, mobile extractiums. Alright, so I'm guessing my first project is to pick a new governor. So let's see what my options are. Many planetary aristocrats have stained themselves with incompetence and lost their title. A new nobility of chem princes will be created out of subjects who prove capable in sciences and governance. That sounds good. Those who succeed in wisely managing their agri-complex fiefs, strictly maintaining obedience among the commoners, and increasing the output of rare organic chemicals will keep their positions. So that gives me chemicals and provisions. Security. What does replenishing mean? Periodically replenish us in batches of 5. Ooh. Okay. That gives me 5 Apexalium stimulants and has them replenish. I mean, that's attractive. What's ultra requisitors? In the days of the mutiny, many among Janus's pampered nobility fled the planet. They are to be replaced with more enterprising servants. A small but ambitious ultra-requisitor syndicate belonging to the Casbalica mission has contacted the rogue trader with a lowly request to entrust the governance of Janus to them. With Vladame Tokara pushing all of his competitors out of the coal trade, the ultra-requisitors are hoping to change their line of business and become dignified aristocrats, serving House von Valancius. You have returned with food. That food, eggs and sautéed mushrooms on toast, that sounds so good, Mercury. I am kind of envious. I want that. Put that in my mouth, please. So that will give me Tears of Repentance on plenishment. Enter the area of effect. Must pass a strength, toughness, and willpower test. Toughness test blinds, strength slows, willpower test disturbs. And those will be, so they're basically grenades, and those will be replenishing. Gain 2 profit factor, gain rep with the Casbalicans, gain 1 complacency. This gains security. Finally, Sophocracy. Janus is ailing, and who better to cure it than the sage genitors of the Magus Biologus? Management of the agri-complexes will be taken away from the aristocrats and handed over to the servants of the Omnissiah, who will synchronize their operations for the benefit of the planet. More efficiency, more security, and also 4 provisions and 2 chemicals. I think we're going to entrust the Adeptus Mechanicus, the Magus Biologus, to manage the agri-complexes. They are also so dogmatic that I think there's not a lot of risk of corruption on the back of that. Delightfully easy to make. Takes a bit of extra time if you use a single pan, of course. How do you make your eggs? How do you prefer your eggs? Scrambled, over easy, sunny side up? Fertilized? . Well, I guess we're done. Where the shadows are deepest. Vital to keep an eye on the situation. Have it provide more threat. Sinulius. Gamma. Montes Valencius. Forgotten Twins. I've been to Forgotten Twins. Sunny side up, runny yoke makes a world of difference. Honestly, I agree. That is my preference as well for something like that. Well, no. Depends on my mood. Either sunny side up or scrambled. Scrambled feels quicker and easier to make, so if I'm feeling impatient or lazy, I will probably scramble. And if I want to make it extra good, I will make it sunny side up. But yeah, I also really love a runny yolk. I am actually considering, because of Earteel's quest and because I have an unfinished quest at Footfall, I am kind of considering going back to Forgotten Twins. That's only like a few jumps away. And then after that, actually going down to Footfall to deal with the quarantine and to give some planetary data to Opticon 22. What is the green eye of the magnetic storm? What's that? Is that a rumor? Oh no, I remember. Yeah, Eye of the Magnetic Storm. Cannot pierce the magnetic storm. Only truly powerful. Yes. Do you mean real scrambled or omelette sponge? I mean actually scrambled. Although I wouldn't say I'm especially skilled at making them. I mean, they're alright. They're not chef quality. Nothing I make is chef quality. Skilled at eating them. Can I, if I just say here, scan is required. Yeah, we're gonna do what I just said. We're gonna go to Forgotten Twins to do the thing for Earteel. Well, no, actually... Hold on. Let me just do this before I do anything else. It's a very direct jump. One... Well, actually it only skips on one. Getting my extra 450 channel points. Thank you for the streak though, Kipdelos. Thank you for being a regular. So here is what I am thinking. Scrambled eggs, tossing cheese, maybe some cream in, slow and controlled cook. Yeah, I don't put that much effort into it. I just scramble the eggs and that's it. Just a quick, easy cook. I mean, I'm not contesting that your way of doing it is better. It's also 50,000 times more effort. And if I'm making scrambled eggs, I'm specifically making it because it's quick and easy. Okay, so what I'm thinking is go back to Footfall, talk to Opticon 22, deal with the quarantine thing that I probably should have dealt with already. Then Forgotten Twins to do the stuff for ERTL. And then take this warp route up to Langren's Belt. And then probably somewhere here we'll be able to cut across and get back on this track. I think that is what we are doing. So 2 unsafe jumps. Didn't we meet through Max or Icy? Max as in Maxims? In which case, yes. I don't know who Icy is, so probably not Icy. The tranquility of the warp jump was disturbed by reports of frightening sounds and visions that descended upon the crew. Hundreds of people reported knocking and screaming behind the bulkheads of the void vessel. The sound of nails scratching against the hull, and the elongated Eldari-like shadows thrashing about the long passageways. The phenomena were most prominent in the far corner of the officer's deck where the new Lord Captain's companion named Elliot had made her home. Not surprised there. It's just been a few years, yeah. Actually, that is a good point. Before I go any further, maybe we should talk to Elliot. Among other things, I want to offer her that skull of a different Eldari. Alright, where's she at? Over there, next to Jocasta. Okay, so that's right over here. Also, level up! Let's do the talking first, before the leveling up. Iliad stands out from her surroundings like a Janushian jungle tree in a garden of manufactured topiary. Unsettling beauty and alluring otherness. In her posture, her gestures, her piercing stare radiate from the Eldari. I'm just gonna go through all of this, start from one end. Strange and blasphemous things started happening during the first warp voyage with you on board. The crew are whispering that you may be the reason. Is this true?
The minions of She Who Thirsts could sense my soul behind the thick walls and thin veil that separate your fragile lives from the roiling fury outside. A child of Asurian that dared to wander beyond the veil, within the reach of an outstretched claw, protected only by the barrier of unreliable monkey technology. It is too tempting a quarry for the monsters that serve Cylon Thresh. Our ships never venture beyond the veil, and I never traveled the way you do, monkey. Ilantak, I admit this was a novel experience. I lost composure, let dismay into my heart.
I like her voice acting.
Almost strayed from the path. This moment of hesitation drew the attention of She Who Thirsts. But I summoned my will and used the knowledge of meditation to achieve balance. and hide my soul behind an impenetrable wall of resolve. Future journeys beyond the Veil will still be difficult, but I will steel my heart and not let the hounds of Cylon Thresh pick up my scent ever again.
Good. Footfall is abuzz with rumors about Xenos ravaging the sector. Do you think it could be your kin from Krudarak?
Is that snake venom seeping from your lips? We, the children of Azurian, are no strangers to the art of war. We are not raiders, or butchers, or least of all, fools. When a craft world is beset by calamity, its inhabitants do not start a war with every monkey in the sector. If you are looking for enemies, look for them elsewhere.
Methinks she's a little touchy. I was just trying to get her perspective on things. Alright, what happened to your homeworld?
It is a mystery as inscrutable as the sigh of the last immortal, as deep as the waters of a dark ocean. And I can tell you little, for I was far away, on a mission with my unit. We returned at the appointed hour, but we did not find Krudarak in its celestial harbor. It happened many journeys ago, or standard years, as you say. But I remember that moment as if it happened this very day. The memory of a
So
loss
Krudarak's
always
fall is
stronger
not recent.
than the memory of a gain, especially when you lose something as significant as a home or an entire world.
See, this clears up because I was under the impression that Krudarak had fallen, like, recently, within, like, the last year or two. But she says it's many years ago. Interesting.
We searched. We called out. We looked everywhere. But we saw only emptiness and the echo of calamity. Countless days passed before I found myself on the Lilithon and met some of my kin. Those refugees who had barely managed to reach our ancestral planet. Their stories were far from being the fruit of truth I so badly craved. Those who agreed to talk to me were few, for most saw me as a wayward daughter who had spurned the honorable paths. And they would not stop babbling about the terrible disease that spread black tendrils of pain over the paths of the Infinity Circuit and deadened our world one segment after another. The ones who survived fled in fear and wandered between the stars, until the Lilithon's warm light reached out to some of them. Some, like Muaran, lay the blame entirely on Monkey. However, I do not know the truth, but I hope, I desperately hope and pray to the gods that someday it will be revealed to me.
Alright. We have ads coming up, so as usual, I will just take a quick break, go relieve myself, so don't go anywhere. I will be right back. we are back. Style. Sounds good, McRae. Seems like a fine recipe. I probably wouldn't use the butter. But that's just because, I mean, the butter would definitely make it better. Butter is so tasty, but I'm trying to keep the calories a little bit low. I'm on a diet, so I would probably saute them dry, which is not nearly as good, but butter's a lot of calories. Alright, get back to this. What is an infinity circuit?
Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the monkey? Or are you trying to learn about the weaknesses of my people so you can destroy another world of the children of Asurion? Forgive me, Elentark, but I am not ready to immerse you in the font of my people's deepest mysteries.
Alright, what about spirit stones? What are they?
You are talking about something you cannot comprehend, Elentark. Waystones are not mere trinkets worn by my people. They are something greater. From birth into the last breath, the Spirit Stone belongs only to its owner, serving as an ever-present reminder that we are mortal. For it is the first refuge of the mind and the last refuge of the soul, which Silent-Thresh is so eager to devour. The souls of the children of Asurion move into the stones after death, and then they become a part of the Infinity Circuit on a craft world, so they can serve their people even when the body is gone. There is no crime more despicable than harming a Waystone and dooming the immortal soul of a child of Asurion to an eternity of torment in the maw of she who thirsts.
Say not use pre-sliced mushrooms since they'll have less water? See, I get your point, but I actually like them a little dry.
We need Waystones as desperately as darkness needs starlight, and Monkey need air. And so we are bound to wander the galaxy in search of the old worlds that might give another craft world hope for existence. Each monkey's heart is one of your lives. Each Waystone is the preserved soul of a child of Asurion.
It's more for seasoning to it here. Yeah, fair enough. What was your world like before it fell?
Kruderok cannot be described in your language. It can only be sung. Encased in a filigree of sounds, a melody as complex and delicate as the Infinity Circuit, its energy network. It can be seen in the golden hues of sunlight, felt in the breath of celestial winds. Though it was an artificial world, it was just as alive as any real planet. But I must see clearly, not only light, but also shadows. I yearn to remember only Kruderok's beauty, but it had a dark side too. My world was isolated for too long. Like a lake of stagnant water, there was no movement or renewal, and even the sweetest outbursts of life soon turned fetid. Who knows? Who knows? Had there been no stagnation, had our elders not been so blind in their dogmatism and our youths not lacking in courage, then perhaps Kruderok would still be alive even now?
How do your craft worlds even work?
Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the monkey?
Yes, it is.
Or are you trying to learn about the weaknesses of my people so you can destroy another world of the children of Asurion?
Alright, what can you tell me then about the history of the Eldari?
I am afraid your life is too fleeting and your memory too feeble to encompass the entirety of my knowledge. My people ruled the stars when yours did not even have a name. But many of our songs and stories were lost, stolen by she who thirsts. I can tell you the children of Asurion lived, created, caressed the stars as if they were pearls on a string, until Cylon Thresh smothered our empire in her terrifying embrace. Different branches of the Eldari chose different paths to salvation. My ancestors chose an eternal journey through the starry void, living on craft worlds instead of real planets. We rescued countless wonders from the days before, but far from all. You saw this on the Lilithon. Not even we can always master the gates our ancient ones built. This is the story of the Azuriani. There are branches that chose a different path, gruesome and frightening. But I do not wish to tell you about them. That is our dark side, just as your kin have many dark sides of their own.
Fair enough. Arrogance and pride has little place in a battle for survival. Fair point. Some would claim, perhaps wrongly, that if you do not uphold your pride, then survival isn't worth it. I don't hold that position, but it is definitely a position I've heard many times. You keep mentioning She Who Thirsts. What can you tell me about her?
Why ask this question? Is it idle curiosity, or something else? Do not turn your thoughts towards Cylon Thresh, whatever your motive. She is downfall. She is hunger. She is the enemy of all that is good in the universe. She is an enemy to the Eldari, and I hope to you as well.
The Chaos Gods are the enemies of the Imperium, which means they are my enemies. You can be sure of that.
We are as different as starlight and its reflection in a muddy puddle. But we share a common enemy. Constancy is our strength.
Well, I've learned what I want to know. You have my gratitude.
As you wish, Elontark.
Allow me to ask you a few personal questions.
What do you wish to talk about?
Tell me about yourself. Who were you before you came to Janus?
I followed my path. Do you know what a path is to the children of Asurion? It is more than a chosen, what do you call it, craft. The path is how each of us moves through the labyrinth of existence, inside and out, in life and in spirit. It is both a journey and a fortress. It protects us from she who thirsts. To stray from the path is to fall into her dark embrace.
I think that's just how Eldar are like, Salaminator. I think she just feels everything so deeply. Like, everything is just deeply personal to her. I think that's just how she functions. Which I like. I like for aliens to be, at least on some level, inhuman. I like for alien, not just societies, but us also just fundamentally alien psyches to function in ways that are, well, alien.
The first path I walked was the path of awakening. It granted me the ability not merely to look, but to see, and to take notice of what I saw. My second path could
Just
have
not
been
used to
that
be
of a
so
warrior,
personal about your work.
but I chose
Exactly.
differently.
She has like
For the ability to
anti-autism.
see called me beyond the boundaries of my homeworld. Though not everyone was pleased by this decision, I stepped onto the path of the outcast. I gained the freedom to choose, to question, to doubt where the others merely bow before the wisdom of a Farseer who dictates the will of destiny. And I will follow my path until I reach its pinnacle.
What is it like for you to be on my ship?
It feels like I am in the belly of a bird with steel wings. Cold and unliving, but stubbornly blazing through the dark. It lacks life with its light and beauty, but although your vessel cannot even remotely be compared to a craft world, I feel strangely satisfied. We, the Asuriani, are born and dwell on craft worlds. To find myself on a moving world again, even one such as yours, is a source of much joy.
I thank you for your answers.
The words of truth sound like music. This is what our people say. I refuse to discuss this with a monkey. We are but traveling companions who happen to be following the same road among the stars. Do not even try to get under my skin. It will not work.
Alright, I'm just trying to get to know you. What do you think is happening on Janus right now?
The Lilithon is purifying herself of the corruption brought by the servants of Cylon Thrash. Gardens and birds, animals and people. Many are gone forever, and even more are corrupted beyond healing. But the Lilithon is stronger. This world will live.
Yeah, I think when she says don't try getting under my skin, I think she means it in a different way. I think she means it in a more analytical way, like get under her skin as to dissect her and get to know her too much. Because the way we understand being under someone's skin, I mean, yeah, I live rent-free under her skin. It seems like everything gets under her skin. So I think maybe to her, the term of phrase has a different meaning, because otherwise, yeah, it's silly. That's like her saying, don't try to get an emotional response out of me when she gets emotional by everything.
Under the watchful eye of my kin, the Lilithon could have regained her freedom, perhaps even awoken from her centuries of slumber. Could have. But now we will never know.
Juggernaut, welcome back. Why did you agree to join me? Is it not strange for an Eldari to be following a human?
The outcasts my path led me to had a saying. Let me translate it for you. If you fall off a cliff, grab the roots and do not ask if they belong to a weed or a noble rosebush. You are the root I grabbed, Ilantak. Because I fell off a cliff. My homeworld is gone. My kin are either dead or hiding no one knows where. By joining forces with you, I may be able to nurture a seedling of the truth I so deeply yearn for.
Alright, fair enough. I must take my leave. Yeah, I think that's the typical elf thing, that the Eldari, they are very long-lived. And I think maybe a side effect of that is that they're not incredibly adaptive. Like, for them to adapt to new concepts and new ideas takes years, decades, maybe centuries, instead of moments, minutes, hours, days. At least I think so. And I think therefore they are even more than humans, because humans already are it, but I think even more than humans, they tend to be traditionalists. And I mean, she chose the path of the outcast. She is an exceptionally non-traditionalist Eldari. So just imagine how the more conventional of them are. My apologies, Lord Captain. The enforcers report that your pet Eldari is in a foul mood and is moving toward the captain's bridge. We didn't dare to stop her, but I expect you will have a difficult conversation ahead of you. What can I do for you, Urtiel?
Please spare me a brief moment of your time, Elantak.
Have their issues more fond of Tau and Votan? I don't know a lot about the Votan. I haven't looked into their lore yet. I don't like the Tau very much, specifically because I think they were introduced to the setting very poorly, and when the Tau were introduced to the setting, they were very much, at least by the people I dealt with, they were very much overhyped as, oh, they're the real good guys of the setting. The Tau can do no wrong. The Tau are lawful good. The Tau are the heroes of the 40k universe. Which, one, is not true, and two, if it was true, that would make them completely not fit into the 40k universe. I don't know. So I got a little soured on the Tau initially, but also I just don't think they're a great fit. The Tau to me have always felt like, honestly, a cool faction, but a cool faction from a completely different sci-fi setting that was somehow transplanted into the 40k setting where they don't really belong.
Azurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar. They follow my every move. They ward themselves against me. Let them. After all, what can be done with such weak-minded, primitive creatures? And still, one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted Morag. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
My people have behaved contemptibly, and I apologize for it.
I accept your words, Elantak. And still, try to imagine, Elantak, being lusted after by a wild beast. It is foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
I shall speak to my subjects. You will not be bothered again.
Your words warm my soul. Very well. I will leave now. Do not forget your promise.
Alright, well, let's try and make good on the promise. Speak with Vigdis. Wouldn't call him the unadulterated good guy? No? Neither would I, but a lot of people were when they came out in, what was it, the mid-90s? You have anything interesting? No. Alright. I was thinking I could maybe lodge a command with Vigdis to have people leave Iliad alone. But maybe that just happens automatically off screen. You also don't have anything new to say? Alright. In that case, let us just continue as we were. Footfall. And we need to go to Shadow Quarter, but we need to go to the dock first. Who do we want to bring? I think we tag out Heinrichs and tag in. It's hard. I think Hassia. No. No, let's do Kibella. She scares people. I like that. Alright, we get another ability. Let's see what we get. I don't remember these. Additional damage for every... Loses half. So spend half my tactical advantage to give a buff. Lasts until the end of combat. A 1 AP. Ooh. That's actually really good. Linchpin. +1 resolve for every 5 stacks. Spend half. Strong point. That is a lot of temporary wounds. That is a lot of temporary wounds. That could easily be like 15, 20 temporary wounds. Then we have Fervor. No, there's no point in having that if I don't have Inspire, Linchpin, or Strong Point. Finish the job. Single shot or strike. Dealing half weapons maximum damage. Nah. I think we will be going for Inspire. Adelard. Deflection. That's pretty good. That's really good. I think I will do Wall of Rockcrete. That's okay as well. Oh, so like a taunt, basically. Oh, that's actually really good. Yeah, that's more if I'm going in with a melee point. We're gonna go Force Distraction, and 90% of the time I will not use it, but when I do use it, it will come in super handy. Let's get more athletics for him. Hanneman. Ah, don't love that. Raid. I do like Raid. Turns prey into a full party buff. Oh, piercing shot though. Yes. Call the bold. Claim the bounty. Put in the bounty hunter's movement. We're gonna go piercing shot. Elliot. I think Lausinus or awareness. Let's do awareness. And then Death Whisper's really good. What else can we get? Lowest priority target. Gains elusive. I think poised to strike. Now we're gonna do poised to strike. I like that. Oh, Agenta. Gonna do raid. And for Kibella. I don't want enemies running away. Reckless abandon. Could be good. Pain resonance. An extra instance. As a resistance with a penalty, or get an additional. Okay, pain resonance seems good. That's less good. An ally of their choice. No, we're gonna do pain resonance. Alright. Let's go talk to Opticon 22. I have some planetary data. With a respectful nod, the tech priest takes the data slate. The collected data is of interest / significant / compliant with the criteria for cooperation. The Cognizance Fleet thanks you for your contribution and guarantees the provisions of a reciprocal/service/indulgence in the form of parts and equipment. Gained 1 profit factor. Nice. Reporting the Kappa Thread supply line is ready to continue cooperation with the Von Valancius dynasty in the sphere of planetary reconnaissance. Awesome. Let's see what you have for trade. Ooh, will to live? I'm having that. I could also get a precise las gun. We don't care about that. Combat manipulator. I don't care about that. A-wire grenades. Self-calibrating goggles. Ooh, self-calibrating goggles could be really good on Yatil. But getting there would be very costly. I'm gonna grab the will to live for now. And then see about putting that on one of my psychers when I get back to the ship.
A new challenge for me.
Anyway, off to see the Liege. And then once I see the Liege, I will talk to him about the quarantine. And then we will maybe go investigate that. And then after that, we go chase down some of Yatil's kin. Ooh, loading's taking a little while. Ladame Tokara. Your ladyship, the first ships from Janus have already arrived. The station is no longer facing famine or the predatory interest of the Corda dynasty. I'm glad I found such a generous and reliable patron. Naturally, your protectorate can count on Footfall offering the special consideration I promised before. There's an establishment not too far from here. They let people torture fake Xenos there. I wanted to stop. It will be dealt with. I did what you could not. I found and neutralized the Anva's agitator-in-chief. That is truly outstanding accomplishment, your ladyship. Footfall can now rest easy, at least until the next mad hoodlum makes himself known. Right, what's happening in the Shadow Quarters? Why is there an quarantine? Oh, that. Who knows? It could be an actual epidemic, or perhaps the 2 families that started it all just came down with food poisoning at the same time. We're on a space station. The best solution here is to isolate the area and wait for the problem to resolve itself. Which it has, essentially. The reports say that there hasn't been a living soul in the quarantine zone for days now. My people are in the process of dismantling the barricades, removing the mines, and preparing to purge the place thoroughly with fire. So then I'm free to walk around the former quarantine zone? The lockdown has been lifted and the entrance is cleared. There have been no strange deaths in Utility Crew 3, the team that's stationed there. It's up to you to decide how great a risk you're willing to take, alright? Well, then let's get down to business and see. Yeah, his stuff is way too... Well, actually, the next level could get some stuff. Could get tactical booties. Oh, those are really good. Those are really good too. I don't want anything now.
None shall
Alright,
stand
and
in
now
my way.
let us go to the Shadow Quarter and investigate the quarantine zone. Which, honestly, I probably should have done when I was here first, before I let it run its course. But, it is what it is. Alright, let's head on in.
Follow my lead.
Now, is there anything here of any interest?
Pay attention.
Good find. Part of an ancient sewer system. The pipes lead somewhere deep within the asteroid. Cheap junk. Ooh, Reverend Hieronymus is teaching on the path of St. Drusus. This thin pamphlet exudes a faint caustic smell, likely that of fresh inscriber ink. Our being is steeped in degradation, and no longer can we imagine existing outside it. Are you capable of perceiving the depths to which this heinous miasma has rooted itself in our lives? Pompous aristocrats indulge in despicable revelries behind their tall palace walls, and planetary masters vie to possess the greatest luxuries while you and your family choke on your corpstarch slop after grueling work shift. Millions of soldiers die in the dirt to combat xenoprofanity, while their commanders, their duties forgotten, squabble amongst themselves, seeing every death as nothing more than a stone in the monument to their own glory. Scholars pursue forbidden and mind-twisting knowledge. The righteous break their oaths and spread lies. Arbites thieve worse than any criminal would, and you are sullied by vicious degeneracy of which you are not even aware. This pernicious rot is all-pervading, for there is none who has not succumbed to it. Does it frighten you to be in their midst, in our midst? Will you carry on calmly living in this impious loathsomeness, hiding your gaze from the world, and hiding the world from your gaze? Will you become like a mindless servitor, or will you honestly realize the sheer baseness and repulsiveness of creation? And then you will renounce your former life, and you will accept your new self, and relinquish your worldly affairs, and follow the road that was paved for us by Saint Drusus, warrior and conqueror of sectors uncharted, and leave behind the sacrilege-ridden world, and, as is our immortal Emperor's will, join our sacred crusade to walk the path that leads out of the murk of apostasy and irreverence, and into the darkness of the unknown and unfathomed. It is in this darkness that we will light the candles of true faith, for only in their fires can we still find motes of light. Yeah, I don't like that. Because this is basically telling the common folk that all the people above them are bad, which is not great for social coherency. This is tantamount to inciting rebellion. Don't like it. Hello, vagabond. How are you doing?
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Will you now? What is that? A toxic knife. I'll keep that. Oh, that's completely off to the side. We're not going there yet. Going this way. Oh, no. God damn
It's
fucking...
about time. Just as I was told.
People did not die from the disease. It seems they simply fought to the death over the remaining provisions. Oh dear. Does that mean I might get attacked here? By desperate people? Activate the elevator. Pascal, fix it.
The machine god grants me insight.
Alright, we will take that later. Hello, citizen. Hello, loyal citizens of the Imperium. I have come to take all your shit from your house. This is not robbery, I'm just better than you, so I can do that. Oh, so that's here, I see.
Right there.
What did you find? These goods? Anything up here? Just some people. Have we here? Leaflet. Oh, it's just another one of those Anver leaflets. Bodies with obvious gunshot wounds. Is this gonna turn out there was never an outbreak at all? But it's just like gang violence being camouflaged. Wearer cannot suffer the burning effects by walking over burning cells. Wearer inflicts 3 additional stacks of burning whenever they oh, interesting. I was going for like a flamer build. Which... Argenta does have a flamer, but I don't want to build around it. It's just an option.
A new challenge for me.
What have we here? Another Anvil leaflet that goes to miscellaneous. Someone might find that an interesting, like, souvenir or something. Medicae. Dead are covered in ulcers, and several show traces of repulsive mutation. Interesting. To the mutant's lair. Oh, hello now. So here's what I'm thinking. Maybe this is the front door. Maybe the elevator lets me come at it from an unexpected angle. Now the elevator goes up, so it just goes up to here. Which is just where I came in. Okay, so that's just a shortcut. Alright. I did have a slight suspicion that could be the case. Right. Let's go into the mutant lair. Oh, here's the thing. I'm a good guy. I'm not even gonna kill these mutants unless they give me reason to. Grab all that. I am gonna rob them though. Well, they look hostile. Hello?
I won't heed your
Yeah,
cries of
immediately into combat. Okay. Iliad back here. Teophania back here. Abelard here, blocking the path. Here, here, you. Behind Abelard, ready to pounce. Alright. Iliad, do you see any targets? You do. But how many? They have 25 HP. Okay. Is it just a bunch of... Okay, Mutant Infector. That's something special. Serrated Monoknife, Pus Grenade, Contaminated Weapon. Shadow Quarters Disease. Need to kill this Infector. Can I see it from here? Can. Okay, so move here. Opening is on the wrong side, so not Death Whisper. Aim for the opening.
I will not. I move as if unseen.
Move here. Aim for the opening. Oh,
Monkey.
can't see it. I can only see these other ones. Ah, damn it. In that case,
I am not your secret.
you just clear these guys out a little bit. Not in a great position. Honestly, I think, yeah, we're gonna Death Whisper this guy.
If I must.
He's probably gonna bleed to death. And then we in my
If it
sights on
serves
this
your
guy.
cause.
Oh, there's another Infector there. I haven't seen him.
Lesson learned.
I'll do what it takes.
Okay, Kibella. You track down that Infector and kill him. It's gonna get you infected, but whatever. You can take it. Captive Audience.
As
Blade
honor
Dance. There we go. And
The
Pain
shadows
Resonance.
will be done.
And then that leaves me with 1 point. Just a regular attack, I suppose. Get rid of
Trust
this
me.
guy.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
Save the death from above. Abelard. I like his position.
Victory is imminent.
Sure. Don't think I need to do anything special
will
to
be
cut
done.
this guy down. And then we charge into these guys.
One fewer target.
And then with my last point, I... Defensive stance? Yeah, defensive stance.
I can't stand it.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Gonna throw another pus grenade. Yep, predictably. Alright, Magenta. here.
Enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Claim you as
The
prey.
Emperor commands, I act. Faith
Claim
without
raid.
deeds is worthless. Doubt is
Claim
for the
Call the
weak.
Bold.
As the Emperor
Furious
commands,
Recital.
I act.
And burst
I'll do
into
it.
this guy. Not gonna kill him, but it's gonna weaken him. And then dash back behind Abelard. Right. Can I shoot here? I can. Good. So let me just analyze him. Claim perfect spot. Okay, 3 left. Piercing shot. AoE. Beautiful. And then a trap here. And turn. Teophania. You know what? I wanna bring it down on Kibella, so I wanna move up here. Kibella, serve me. Kibella, voice of command. Kibella, break the ranks. There we go. And Kibella, bring it down. Now Kibella, she will activate. So he's still bleeding, right? He is bleeding a ton. So therefore, where it hurts, followed by a blade dance.
Let your soul be purged.
Then a death from above, and then a regular attack,
Trust me. The other side awaits.
and then a death from above. I can't reach this guy, but it will let me get out of the fog cloud, so I will take it. Do another one? Alright, let's do another one. Let's get up here, start doing some damage. And another one.
As honor ordained.
Alright, let's get rid of him.
Brings me no pleasure.
And then I have 1 movement point left. I am going to assign him as an objective. And turn.
I can handle this.
Oh, I thought the trap going off would kill the infector, but he is left with 1 HP. Oh well. So close.
My ears are ringing.
Wait, is that another infector? No, it's just a mutant. It is a mutant with 128 hit points, though. That is a special mutant. Oh, and he's a psyker. Ooh. Now that seems like a juicy target, does it not?
Swift and
Iliad. Your target is presented to you. Target. Right, I have 3 left. Oh,
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
there we go. Then we Death Whisper.
Fortune favors the swift,
Then we do a regular shot.
if it serves your cause.
And then we in my sights.
If I must.
Kibella! Oh, this is another special mutant. Well,
I bring mercy and retribution.
let's bring some mercy and retribution. Captive audience. Blade dance.
What's your name? Let your soul be purged.
Then
The
where it
shadows will
hurts.
see it done. As honor ordained.
This. A bunch of bleeding. Is he still bleeding or did I just discharge the bleeding? That discharged the bleeding, okay. But probably not worth Carnival of Misery. I could Death Waltz. Mercy and Salvation is kind of dodgy. Yes, she has kind of a fucked up idea of what Mercy and Salvation are, honestly. Yeah, I guess there's not much else for her to do this turn.
I've suffered worse.
Abalon, get out of the fart cloud. This seems a fine position. Oh, but there's gonna be a new fart cloud when I kill this guy. Oh well, guess we'll have to deal with that.
I will do my duty.
Can I then
At your beck and call.
charge to here? I just can't attack.
Victory is imminent.
And we endure. And we taunt. Oh, I should have used
I will endure.
what's it called? Daring Breach. Argenta. Honestly, Argenta, get up here.
bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
And then, hold on.
Faith
Frey,
without deeds is worthless.
call the bold, but
As
also
the Emperor
controlled
commands,
shot.
I act. Work is
Yes, beautiful. And dash
I'll do
forward
it.
and turn. And then you run all the way to here.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
And help Kibella deal with that mutant? Or... yeah, help Kibella deal with this mutant. Let's see. Perfect spot.
Approved.
Make you my prey. Oh, we have ads. You know what, we're just gonna play through them. We're just gonna play through them for now.
Running by nearest gunfight.
Oh, nice dodge on the over-penetration. Put down a trap over here. Still have... Toxic Needle, dealt with that. Then I guess analyze and joint analysis. Now Teophania. I don't think this is the time for Bring It Down, because I don't have anyone that would be in a position... Well, I say that. Actually, Magus Hanneman might have something to say. So, Flash of Command. Bring it down.
Too easy.
And then he has 3 action points. So he is going to analyze. And then a heavy damage. Which didn't kill, but took away 40% of its health. Oh, I should have used Piercing Shot and Pray, and yeah, I did that completely wrong. Right, let's make it Pray. Theophania has 2 points left. I am going to activate Press the Advantage. And then with Press the Advantage, I shoot and kill. And now we just wait for the fart clouds to go away. And then we start looting. Heavy leather armor, serrated mono knife. That all goes to cargo. We already read that.
I rise to the occasion.
A journal on one of the locals. The handwriting is barely legible, but it appears to mark the births and deaths of the inhabitants of the small community of mutants. There is no one to add the last entry. I was completely ready to deal with these mutants in a peaceful manner. To talk to them, maybe find out some kind of accommodation. But they attacked me on sight, and if you attack me on sight, you die. Ooh, new bolter. Rate of fire 4. Hold on. So... Okay, if it didn't have the special ability, it would still be better, but then it has a really good special ability on top of that. Awesome. Genta, you just got an upgrade. Pack of reagents. A set of chemical reagents increases the damage of all bleeding, burning, and toxin effects applied by the user. Holy shit baskets. Kibella. And you have an empty... Oh, it's a cape. That's really good though. Only for melee area attacks. I don't use that much. Might put that on Hanneman instead. Yeah. Put that on Hanneman instead. There we go. Bunch of knives. Bunch of knives. Pascal, deal with it for me.
Operation successful.
A multi-key and some loot. Ooh. Jellied heifer tongues, kind of valuable. And golden tokay. Another Hieronymus pamphlet. Stims. We done here? I think we're done here. Now here's the question. Everyone got... Okay. So it seems whatever that disease was, it was only an in-combat effect. Because it seems like it has gone away now.
Follow my lead.
Alright. Oh, I missed something. Alright, I'll take it. Wait, what? Now we go talk to the Liege again and see if he has anything to say about these mutants being purged. And then after that, we will wrap up for the night. And raid out. See if we go anywhere. But first, let's go and see what Vladimir Tokara has to say about this mutant infestation. Liege's residence, please.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
No, nothing new. Alright. In that case, back to the ship. I just hit my microphone when I tried to scratch my head. I hope that didn't blow out anyone's ears. Guess I can't go directly back to my ship, so we go to the dock. And then board our ship from there. Now, before I end, I did pick up a very nice force sword. I want to see if maybe Heinrichs would like that. Let's have a look here. Will to live. What does he have? Soul Siphon. 8 to 12, 25. So it does more damage with more armor penetration. However, Soul Siphon reduces Veil degradation. Deals extra damage equal to Psi rating. Will to Live has that as well. Okay, so the question is -1 Veil degradation on hit, which is amazing, or more damage, better penetration, and enemies adjacent to the wielder have their toughness reduced. Yeah, it's gonna be Will to Live. And then, with that in mind, do I want to give her Soul Siphon? You know what? I think I do. Yeah, I do. It's still better than a plain force sword. There we go. All right. So, next time, don't you even worry about it, Salaminator. Don't you worry about it. I had a good time tonight. And I am sure we will get to play Baldur's Gate 3 soon enough. So I'm not going anywhere, but just next time, my plan is to head up here to look for Itriel's kinfolk, then reduce the danger of this path, go up here, and start exploring the map further. But that will be next time.